What is up, guys? Welcome to Fire Emblem Warriors. I thought I could do that, I couldn't. Alright, so we're back, and Michelle is recovering from a complete meltdown at the side of Frederick's horse.
Frederick's horse
doing
went like...
fucking somersaults.
I don't know what happened, gonna have to rewatch the video and slow-mo it as well, because his horse went within himself.
So I think I messed up the controller. Maybe you can help me with this.
What's wrong?
Nothing is responding. So I wanted to take the time in this episode to show off some of the menuing, and then I will probably be editing it out.
Oh, shit.
You got it.
Okay. Switch is really weird.
Yes?
Great, we're doing this.
Yeah, so we'll go through a quick tutorial here in the menuing. So, let me see... oh, we got it. I think we'll be doing 2-player for this part.
Will we? 2-player also supported. Okay, here, hold that. You're gonna press these 2 tiny buttons right here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. No, I think you're in control now.
I am.
Alright, so let me see yours for a second. God, this is confusing. So let's go...
Customer.
A customer? You're fucking Anna. Get out of here.
Well, it's just like how in Fates, the other members man the shop just for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Alright, so the crests. This is pretty important to increasing the stats of your characters. So you have attack crests, defense crests, and boost crests. The attack crests are your skill tree, very similar to, again, Dragon Quest Heroes. And you need certain items in order to progress to the next tier. So, for instance, to increase our normal combo chain to get a 6th regular attack, like I talked about in the first video, we need 2 of the Captain's Sword to do that. We have 5 of them, so we can go ahead and get that. And we get the annoying dialogue, like I talked about.
Woohoo!
To get a 5th strong attack, we need the Myrmidon's Breechcloth and the Captain's Sword. I will probably not do that quite yet because I want to use some of those swords for the other characters as well. So I'm only really going to be doing this on the characters I actually care about and the characters that I'll really be playing as in the main story mode. There's always time to fill out the other characters' stats in history mode, which we'll be going into probably towards the end of the game. Also, let's see. I'll probably be editing out all of this menuing in the final uploads. So if you guys want to see what stats I'm going into, I will be able to show that on screen. But I'm mainly just going to be comparing stats and talking about the upgrades when I get into the gameplay and just editing all this out. Very similar to how I did for Dragon Quest Heroes. So we're going to get that. So the Awakening gauge fills slightly faster. Warriors gauge fills faster. A lot of these are very easy to get early on, and it just kind of makes sense to do that. So we're going to use L&R. Swap to the other characters. For Chrom, we're definitely going to get, for Chroma's Tree, you should see all the stupid Chrom puns in the Fire Emblem groups on Facebook. We're going to get that one because we have enough materials for that. And that's probably going to be it for now. So as far as defense crests go, we can increase our capacity for healing items, which I honestly don't tend to use the healing items all that much, but they're handy when you have them. You have one of my favorite ones, which is to decrease damage for, what do you...
What is a breechcloth?
I don't know. I don't know. To Google? I think it's their little, cape thing that's in front of them. I don't know. So we can decrease the damage we are dealt from certain types of weapons. So obviously I'm going to do that to the weapons that give us a disadvantage first. Oh, now she wants to join the group. I see how it is.
Well, first of all, I'm like, whoa, wait a second. Why am I allowed to approve?
I don't know. That's a good question. I may have to go ahead and adjust some settings. So we're going to get... we're going to decrease the damage dealt to us by lances. We're going to get the 2nd tier for that as well. We can get the Yeah, hell of it. We'll get the third tier for that. So now
It's exactly what I thought it was.
What is it?
It's another word for a loincloth.
Okay. Loincloth. So now we resist spear damage significantly, which is definitely going to help out covering our weaknesses with Leanna there. So lastly, we have the boost crests, which the surge crest is essentially your master seal almost. You need a master seal in order to unlock the surge crest, which is going to allow us to promote our characters. We'll be doing that much later in the game, as per typical Fire Emblem games. We don't want to promote too soon and miss out on vital stat increases. And thankfully we won't have to. So we also have the skill crest, which allow us to equip higher ranks of certain weapons. That's not going to matter with Rowan and Leanna too much, because as per usual with the lore type characters, when you promote, you end up getting like a legendary weapon for them. Okay, we'll swap again.
Or no, you can be that one.
Okay. You end up getting a legendary weapon that is unique to that character, and you automatically just get SS rank weapon tier anyway. That's a little bit of a spoiler, but that's fine.
Rom, I'm back.
What did you discover?
Just as we thought.
My wife!
It was love at first sight.
It was love at first sight
We are
for
definitely
me.
somewhere beyond.
The crimson hair and the tiny little...
I also spotted
Wings.
some fierce-looking creatures running rampant.
Yeah, sure, wings.
They must have been the enemy's
Can we
army
talk about
friends.
how, like, we obtained
I don't think our
Myrmidon's
own sudden
breech
appearance
cloth,
here
which
was
is
unrelated.
loincloth, so we literally stole their underwear?
Oh, cool.
We stole their underwear!
Okay. Hey, this is the second co-op Let's Play we've done where we're taking the other character's
No
underwear.
trouble at all.
It is.
Night's rare here.
It's more that he really
This is not the
loves.
underwear I want to
God,
take.
look at that cute expression on her face, though.
This is my wife and I love her.
Mm-hmm.
Nights.
I see.
We should move out. The temple isn't far now.
I'll take point. I can fly after all.
Yeah, you're going to be our point man for
Gimme,
most
gimme.
of the game.
Let's get going too.
As soon as Cordelia is playable, she's going to be our
Gimme.
go-to. Okay, so this is really important. Map preparations.
Oh, is this the beginning?
Yeah, so what we can do with this is if you go to map deployment, you can always go back to the convoy as well if you have to. Not only
wow.
we can select the characters we want to have on that space. So let's say if we have another character who's playable, like let's go to other, and we can go to set character, we can put another character from our reserve in that spot, which I'll be doing as soon as possible to get rid of characters like Lissa that I don't want to play as later in the game. You can swap the placement of certain characters on the map, but most importantly I want to do orders. I want to direct this character to where I want them to go. So we're going to go ahead and put Lissa over here to take out this soldier where she has an advantage. Frederick is another axe user. Can he breach that? He can. And then you'll probably be playing as... Do you want to play as Crom or Leanna? Okay, you can. I'm sure you can just swap to him.
I'm gonna play Spider-Man.
Wait. Alright. Okay, sounds good. So that should be all we need to do.
I have to see these multi-horse drifting thing that
Yeah.
Steve's telling me about.
We're gonna turn on... Oh, there's Cordelia. She's up there in that fort.
Oh!
She's currently an enemy right now. We'll have to defeat her in order to... Oh, and there's
Oh! Robin!
this boy.
That boy.
Oh
shit, what up?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm leaving.
Mr. David Vincent joining us again for this game.
And Michelle using outdated memes.
Yeah. Alright, let's go ahead and begin. So this will be our 2-player chapter. We talked about this at the beginning of the Let's Play, but now we're finally going to be doing it. Again, the majority of this game is not going to be 2-player, and a lot of it is probably going to be me solo commentating on this, because we didn't want the upload schedule in this to be as restricted as the other co-op Let's Plays we do together. We wanted most of our time together to be reserved for the visual novels.
I don't see a winning move here.
Swoop in. It's the Bay.
Cordelia!
Go now. Crom and the rest.
I know a
are on their
winning
way
move when I
through.
see one.
Right.
I
Time to
married the
change
fuck
strategy.
out of Cordelia.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Crom. You've given me just the
You know, I actually never married Crom.
Take heart.
I was like seeing some of the
We're not
Fire
alone.
Emblem fan groups.
Crom
They're like,
awaits us beyond
everyone
these men.
married Crom on their first playthrough.
Now,
That's what Brittany was like.
I'm
That's
like-
why she likes Lucina so much, because she's used to Lucina being like her child, and I'm like, I just can't relate to
Temple's
that.
under attack. Why would Crystal do
Did he just do the thing?
He
like,
did. He just like swooped his hair back.
There. It's Robin.
It's my boyfriend.
They need our help.
It is his boyfriend.
Yeah.
Can't deny the love that is between Crom and Robin. Oh, hello.
All right. So one thing I really like about this two-player mode actually is the fact that the
I can't.
let me see if I can actually.
Robin and Cordelia need us.
Can I lock on to anybody with this?
How do you switch characters?
With the well, you're supposed to be with the up and down arrows, but I don't know if you can do that with a controller split like this.
Am I supposed to take them all on myself?
You must work in concert with your allies. Coordinated attacks are more.
Yeah, I don't know that we can switch characters with.
Pay close attention.
And
Bullshit.
what you can do is hit the plus button.
Types of enemies.
You have the plus button.
No, I have the minus button.
Oh,
All right, now go over the character you want to control.
which one?
He's right there. All right, hit other on him.
What button is that?
Top one,
Yes, sir.
and then you can go to control.
Sweet.
Now you control Frederick.
Yes! Yes!
I'm just gonna stand back and watch this madness happen now. So, Frederick fights dirty. He really does. Like he's dragging it. He's dragging his enemies through the dirt and everything with his axe. It's really vicious. So Frederick is the first example in Awakening of what we call the pre-promotes. So pre-promotes in Fire Emblem are usually mounted units, but not exclusively. They're like Seth, Marcus, and Titania, just to give an example. And they are significantly more powerful than the other characters in your party, and they allow you to sort of carry the weight of the party in early chapters. However, they're widely known as being EXP sponges. So Frederick in a way can be a beginner's trap for new players in Awakening because he can absorb all of your experience you need for characters that actually need their level ups, whereas he doesn't. So this map right here, as you can see, we have this big complex in the center with many different forts inside of it. If you want to split up, you have a favorable advantage against most of the enemies in here. I'm actually going to leave and go over to where Lissa is. I may pair up with her a little bit.
Look at me trot. Oh.
Nay,
Nay, motherfuckers. I'm so
but
I just slung that motherfucker. He fights exactly the way I like to fucking fight. Swing that motherfucker.
yeah, he fights fights really dirty. But also just his weapon advantage right now and his mobility is it's pretty obscenely good. Frederick is definitely, as I said, going to be, no pun intended, but he's going to be our workhorse for the majority of this game. So I'm over here at an outpost, which is essentially a little gate that enemies spawn from. Outpost captains are very easy enemies to defeat, so we'll be knocking those guys out periodically as we see them. They're not as bad as the outpost. No, I'm sorry. Outpost captains are not nearly as bad as fort captains, those type of units. Obviously, those need to be more dangerous.
Is someone there? Please help.
So I'm going to go over where this exclamation point is over here. Take out this. Oh, this is a. Oh, that was very easy. He was a like a knight type class that had a spear, and I can't get in here quite yet. So I'm going to go up here and get this outpost. Are you going after the? You're going after the fort, right? Sure.
I'm just a whacking.
You're just a whacking away.
Yeah. I'm just doing the thing. He's out of the fort, but where'd you go? Ah, there you are. Just slung. Yes, just saw you. He gets slung across the stage.
So, between implementing storyline elements and the length of the stage, some of my Fate Extella videos went upwards of 30 minutes, but I thought that was appropriate because the storyline was such a big central focus of Extella. In this game, I don't think I will feel that need. I think that some aspects of the story can be cut, and I should be able to get the majority of these videos around the 15 and 20 minute mark. Some of them may go over a little bit if I have to explain like menuing and stuff like that, but as we get later into the game and everything becomes kind of second nature, I shouldn't have to do that. So the majority of everything you should be watching should be in-game within the stage. You shouldn't be watching any support conversations or any, any menuing. I should be doing all the upgrades off screen.
Fort is ours.
Fort is ours.
Mission complete.
We took out most of the troops.
There's also, I think we saw it there when we selected the chapter, but there's the Anna's Mementos, which are optional side objectives you can do to unlock Anna's shop to appear within the stage. I think you have to go up here to this corner. If you're not busy juggling this guy. I'm busy, leave me alone.
I'm bringing that back.
Yep.
Get your ass off the ground! Pick yourself up.
You threw him on the ground.
Pick yourself up or I'll do it for you. That's terrible.
Alright, I think that fort in the bottom corner is now available, which again you have the favorable advantage over there. Where the hell is Cordelia?
She was over in the old fort.
Oh, we failed a side mission, which is fine.
I'm just juggling these people. You're coming with me!
Honestly, the graphics don't suffer too much from the split screen. It actually looks pretty good, and the way they seem to compensate for it was by increasing the FOV, which I actually really like. I think it looks really good.
Yeah, new material. I stole his underwear. What?
So
What's happening on the screen?
enemies are advancing. So we're gonna
So
have.
they're coming towards us.
Yeah.
Can't let them surround us. Let's wipe out those reinforcements.
Of course, they're only going to be coming from one way because I've pretty much eradicated the outposts within this. Oh, we're going to go up against Validar. Cool.
Oh, yeah. That's fun.
Yeah, so those of you who have played Awakening know
Oh,
who
I
he is.
haven't heard about him in a while.
Yeah.
That guy just like got stuck on my axe, and I just kind of rode with him, slinging him around.
Let's attack now.
Flag.
I might even take a fort.
Honestly, I could have been saving myself a lot of grief here had I just played as Alyssa, because there's a lot of spear users in this fight. But
the character you don't want to play as?
right, I realized that my stubbornness to not play as Alyssa has made this needlessly difficult on me.
You can't escape! Sorry. Where are you fucking going, mate? You think you're just running. You think you running, boy!
Okay, Cordelia is actually on our side now. She was an NPC before. Where's the...
You can
Oh,
play as her now?
no, she's still an NPC, but she's not like an enemy. She's not like how Frederick was.
Fort is ours.
Alright, there's a couple of axe users coming up here soon. The draw distance... I take back what I said about the graphics, because I can definitely see where the draw distance is not the way it should be. Taking out these fighters right here. Are you going for that fort at the bottom of the map there?
I can.
We need to go there so we can finish this.
Alright, bye. I'm taking this guy with me. The guy's
Alright.
along for the ride. Jesus, look at him. He's just going.
Wrecked. So I defeated all the fighters that infiltrated the,
How far along
Our-
he goes with me.
I'm trying to come up behind you here. Of course, you're much faster than me.
Nay, nay, motherfucker. Oh, my guy's gone. My dude's gone.
My dude.
Where do I go?
Is the horse name my dude?
I haven't got another horse in Breath of the Wild to name him my dude.
Yeah. Oh, well, let's talk about that for a second. So, in Michelle's completely serious Switch run through Breath of the Wild, what do we say we're going to name the horses now?
One of them's currently named Heckin.
Yeah. Like
So I could go, where's my Heckin horse?
like hecking, but without the G. Heckin.
It's just Heckin.
Yeah.
Where's my Heckin horse? Help Me is going to be the next one. And then, Robin's dad's here.
Oh, no.
Daddy.
Spoilers.
Sorry. By the way, if that's a spoiler for y'all, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It's
you
been a long
probably,
time coming.
if you're playing this game, hopefully you played Awakening, because you probably would have a hard time appreciating this game if you didn't. Oh, look who's here fighting him, of course, too.
Come here.
Get in my way.
I'm on
You will be shown no mercy.
We're losing frame rates here from the split screen, but that's to be expected.
Oh shit! Wrong button. Here we go! Oh my god. Yes, Frederick, yes!
Nice.
Did I already defeat that?
Yep.
Oh,
I don't know
Frederick
what you're
came in and
after,
just
but
swinged
you-
it.
Yeah. Pick a god and pray, motherfucker.
Mission complete.
I don't think...
Clinton.
I don't think I've heard him say that. But
Oh man, it won't let me do the jump trot thingy. Zoomies.
bye. He just teleported out.
Yeah, he did. He just fucked off. Who was that man?
Oh yeah. So I was saying the final horse you need to get in Breath of the Wild needs to be named My Dude.
Temple is safe.
Maybe.
Call that a victory.
I was thinking Oi Mate, but you know.
Yeah. Or you what?
You what? It's gonna just be the letter U in
W-O-T, yeah.
with the question mark and everything.
Yeah.
And
Do you
want
want to pick up you what?
You've got to help us.
You what? Couldn't
You
hear
what?
you what? Couldn't hear your call.
Then you must listen to me carefully. This is the victorious legend
By the
of
way-
Shield of Flames.
The Switch was a very good idea.
Long, long ago,
So
This
we
world
did a
faced
test
a dire
run
threat.
before with using
Velazark appeared,
Breath of the Wild
opening
for like,
outward
Yeah, the Switch was
portals
the
of worlds.
Breath of the Wild was our audio test for the Switch, basically.
Outrealm
and
fiends surged
the
forth and
first
attacked the
thing
people.
like he's playing it through, and I was really hoping that he didn't see it.
Indeed.
Was I threw a bomb,
It's also said that
detonated it,
people
and
from
blew
the
myself
worlds
up,
and
and I'm like, oh, don't you see that?
It's the very beginning of the recording. It's like the first thing you see.
And I'm like,
Legend
well,
says
hope
the
you didn't
world
see
was
that.
sealed
And I'm
when
like,
the
whoops.
Shield of Flames sealed him away.
That happens more than
But
like
with Outrealm portals
pretty much
reappearing,
every time I play the
Chaos
fucking
Dragon
game.
may
Yeah.
be free.
I
So-
beat myself up.
I'm happy to report that the game will get more challenging, that bosses are not always going to be as easy as Validar is.
That's good.
And we will be seeing more of him. So
However,
the game's story is basically going to go in stages of series. So we're going to start out with all the Awakening levels, then all the Fates levels, and then all the Shadow Dragon levels, and then move on with the final arc of the story. Very similar to the way Heroes does it, I guess, but better.
Then,
Yeah.
what do we need to do to awaken the Shield of Flames?
that power resides in the Gleam Stones, carried by heroes.
Oh, is this to
of
get in the
other
stones for
worlds.
the Fire Emblem?
Yeah.
Do you mean Crom and the others?
Hey, look at Robin. He's so
Heroes from other
cute.
worlds? No offense, you guys, but I don't really think we fit the bill.
Right. I agree with Lissa. We're not the hero type.
If you need a hero, the chosen one must answer the call to action. What was that, my sword hand?
What is it, Lissa?
From Karami.
Body. It's all aglow with a blue light, Crom.
Crom's I'm tripping.
Yeah. He's like, oh crap, I was born with blue hair and this is a Fire Emblem game. I can't escape from destiny now.
Frederick is in
The
the
shield
stone.
of flames lit right up. Amazing.
Nothing escapes my eyes. Especially not stones.
Did you ever like get Crom and Frederick support
No,
in Awakening?
I did not.
You're missing out. Because it's basically Frederick makes a poster, like, recruiting people for Crom's army, with Crom being naked on it.
And if we gather them all, we can really save our kingdom?
Yes, I'm sure of it.
It's
Let's
really
find the other
great.
heroes.
I can't say that I've seen that before.
Oh my god, you're missing out. Look at this crew. This is my favorite crew. That was my OG crew.
Yeah.
It's my first Fire Emblem game.
It is. It's,
Frederick's level 7.
yeah, he'll probably he will continue to surpass a lot of these characters in levels. Crom actually needs to kind of catch up because I actually kind of like playing as him. So
Well. Thank you! Thank you!
110%.
that's all I did.
All
Right.
I did. I dragged that guy all the way to the other fort. Are we stealing people's onions?
Something new has
A
been
snitty!
added.
Sweet. What's the training grounds do?
It just lets you level up. It's not anything I really like to take advantage of.